Hello and welcome everybody. So I am delighted to welcome you to the awards ceremony of Fly Your Ideas 2017. I'd also like to welcome our online audience. We are streaming live on Facebook, and yesterday for the presentations we had over 13,000 people tune in, so I hope that you're all watching us today to find out who's going to be the winner. Yesterday, 5 student teams impressed us with some really creative ideas. They've done some phenomenal work, and today we get to find out who's going to win one of our trophies. As you know, for the last week we've had the students here at Airbus working in the Protospace facility, and the work they've been doing has been on display in the marketplace, and I hope that you got the chance to enjoy it, to actually meet with the students and see some of the fantastic prototypes that they've created. So I just want to say, before we move on to the main event, a huge congratulations to our teams for all of their fantastic hard work. So a big round of applause. And I'd also like to say thank you to UNESCO for their patronage of Fly Your Ideas and the support for this initiative and the partnership that we've had with them. I know that Airbus greatly values it. As a signatory to the United Nations Global Compact, Airbus is a firm believer in the private sector's ability to make a difference. And Fly Your Ideas, I think, is a really concrete example of that, about how working together with UNESCO, we can reach young people around the world and inspire future generations to help solve some of the planet's greatest challenges. And therefore, I would like to welcome to the stage Romain Morenzi, who is Director of UNESCO's Division of Science Policy and Capacity Building, to hear more about UNESCO's work. Move back.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Here you go.
Yeah.
Here you go.
It's
It's working?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Dear Charles Champion, Airbus Executive Vice President of Engineering and patron of Fly Your Ideas, honorable jury members, distinguished guests and students, excellency, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to convey the greetings of the ADG of Natural Sciences, Flavia Schlegel, as she regrets that she cannot be present with you at this great occasion of the 5th edition of Fly Your Ideas. This is a very important program for the world and a very important program for UNESCO. So the partnership between Airbus and UNESCO started in 2012, and I will not go in details because we have seen the outcome, and we are going to be seeing the outcome today. I'm going to probably say a few words about the importance of this kind of activities and the importance of science, technology, and innovation for economic development and poverty alleviation. For many years, economists tried to understand how could you grow in economy on a long term. And people discussed that. And in 1957, Robert Solow, which is an American economist, studied the American economy from 1909 to 1949. And he showed that more than 85%, close to 88% of the growth of the US came from technological progress. And the other 10% or around 10%, 12% came only for labor and capital. Traditionally, people thought that economic growth came from labor and capital. So basically, innovation and technological progress is very, very important. You cannot share what you don't have. You cannot reduce poverty in the world if you don't grow the economy. So growing the economy is very, very important. This is why, from that period on, countries all over the world have research institutions, and they compete who's going to produce most innovation. if you are in the OECD, you are in Europe, in the US, because most of the innovation have been used, you need to innovate more and more to grow your economy. But if you were in Africa or in most developing countries, most of the innovations have not been used. There are many innovations, there are many discoveries, many patents that are on the shelf that have not been used. This means if in these countries you have more engineers, these engineers or these technology workers or in the workforce can really apply these technologies in being able to grow the economies of these countries. I'm going to give you an example. Around 2000, the Rwandan coffee was fetching $0.5 per kilo. They were just having the coffee and sending the coffee to Europe and the US and somewhere else. And then around 2000, there was a project between the United States, USAID, and the University of Rwanda and some universities in the US, where they brought the idea of a coffee washing station. A coffee washing station is something that is probably for here, doesn't mean anything, but for the farmers of Rwanda and in the region, it was a new technology. So by washing the coffee, drying it properly, the coffee went from $0.5 per kilo to $6 per kilo, even sometimes $10, even the coffee being in a Costco and in Starbucks. And it changed completely the life of the farmers in the region and in Rwanda in particular. So technologies that may be, I would consider to be low level, could be very important for countries in the developing world. So this is something that we think is very, very important. So in doing that, so this kind of competition or diversity award that you are doing here will make a huge difference in the countries of the world. If you take the OECD countries, around 30 countries, so you are remaining with around 150 countries, around 140 countries. And if you remove China, India, Brazil, and the other, you remove probably with 120 countries. And in these countries, actually, engineering and innovation is very, very central, need to grow dramatically. So UNESCO has two global priorities. One is gender. Gender equality is very important. That's why we've been pushing to work with gender in engineering, and that in the diversity award, gender is going to be very important. But also you have also diversity in the regions, in particular in Africa. So that's the second priority, is priority Africa. That also goes with that. But I think there are other type of diversity. It could be disability, could be indigenous people. So throughout the world, that also could be very, very helpful by including that diversity as part of the engagement with Airbus. I would like to finish by saying that we are in the 2030 development agenda, the sustainable development. Some of the projects that I saw there are actually linked to that. In particular, the one that is linked to changing the military aircraft into an aircraft that will be able to help in firefighting at large scale. Those kind of things go from something more military to peace, but at the same time that going to help for protect forests and some other fire at large scale may be very, very important. It's some of the activities, and I believe that some of the projects we'll be doing in the future could be geared toward sustainable development. I just came from the multi-stakeholder science technology innovation forum at the UN. The UN every year will hold an STI forum. And some of the projects that I saw here fit exactly with that kind of work that is being done at the UN, these discussions on the issue of innovation and bringing young people, as I saw there, discussing of that. That I think that is something that is very important. So diversity is very, very central. So Mr. Champion, I would like to thank you for the partnership with UNESCO, for bringing the diversity at the table. And I would like to stop here, and I thank you.
Thank you, Professor Morenzi. It's an honor to have you with us today. I'd now like to just share with you a short film which shows you the journey that our students have been on here at Airbus since they joined us last Wednesday through to their presentations last night.
I was very pleased to welcome the students of Fly Your Ideas this year in the protospace. So this protospace is a set of facilities we have across Airbus. And our mission is to elevate the technology up to a flying level, meaning that we are using technology with agility, and thanks to the prototyping, we are able to accelerate all that. The benefits for the students are straightforward. It's an opportunity to meet us, Airbus. It's as well an outstanding capability to turn their idea into a concrete objects and stuff that will be able to present to the jury. And for that, they've got a means, which is a protospace, allowing to use either the IT room for electronic components, either the workshop with the 3D printer, the laser cut, but as well innovation rooms, creativity rooms that are a good way to think, meanwhile prototyping their topic.
It's going to be on the panel.
This week was organized around 4 days. We welcomed the students in order for them to prototype their idea. This was really the basic things that they have to do there. However, we offer them some innovative sessions, inspiring sessions, such as augmented reality, virtual reality, Factory 4.0, etc. This was a way, finally, to associate design thinking, inspirations, and hard work they did with their own hands. The support that Airbus has provided was through experts and mentors that have followed the students since the beginning of the challenge Fly Your Ideas. On top of that, during this week, we had a protospace representative coming from one of the protospace setup in the world that follows specifically the student during that week. The most challenging aspect for us, organizing and welcoming those teams here in the protospace, was to find solutions to all their kind of requests. This week was for them really amazing. No doubt about that. They will come back to their place and they will keep in memory that week for sure for long. It was in terms of engagement at a very high level for them and as well for us.
So I'd now like to invite Charles Champion to the stage, Airbus's Head of Engineering, patron of Fly Your Ideas, and chair of the jury.
Thank you. Well, I've got a few thank yous to do, and also before we come to the moment you're all waiting for, we have to talk a bit about Fly Your Ideas. And I think it's really interesting what comes out and how all this matures over the time. I remember the first time it was more than 8 years ago, and then this is the 5th edition. And what's incredible is the way it grows, and it grows in terms of ideas. And I must say that the diversity of ideas this time was really amazing. I mean, it was really difficult to choose because at the end of the day, in terms of diversity, they were all excellent ideas. Very good diversity in terms of teams also, coming from everywhere around the world, gender diversity within the teams. So afterwards the question is how you decide. But I think that's not the important point. The important point is the journey. And why did we do Fly Your Ideas? Is basically to inspire the younger generations towards engineering, and this is why the partnership with UNESCO is important. and also engaging them towards aviation. Aviation, there are many opportunities, many challenges, and I think that with ideas, and we see more and more of these ideas coming, we will find even better solutions in order to help us fly and move people and goods around in the years to come. I think this is really the lessons, and it's also a great opportunity for you, for those who participated, in terms of coming from an idea but trying to push it. How can it work? How can I actually develop it? What are the stakeholders? Is there a business model? And this is also very important and was part of what were our criteria in order to assess the various teams. And also this one, we learned a lot. We decided to provide protospace, and you just saw the movie. And it was very interesting, of course, for us. We're all passionate, but also for the teams to give them the same hands-on experience. And here they were using the same tools. So at least they were on an equal level, because sometimes you can have access to technology easier in some areas of the world than in others. And here we use the protospace to actually help come the ideas to something really more physical, but also giving the teams, each of the teams, the opportunity. So I think Flyer Ideas is something which we will want to develop in Airbus, because it's really attracting talents towards engineering, towards the challenges of aviation, and beyond that, towards the sustainability of aviation and the contribution to the world. So I would really like to thank you. Alors, thanking you, of course, there are many thank yous to do, and I will start with my list. First, I would like to thank the Airbus employees, several hundred, more than 200, but I know a bit more than that, have supported the whole exercise on their free time, assessors and experts, because we had tons of ideas coming from everywhere, so we need to judge how far they need to go to the next round, and so on and so forth. And then the mentors in Airbus, who actually have really supported each mentor his own team in order to make them grow and mature the idea. The protospace teams, which were engaged this time with I don't know how many requests they were not expecting, but that's also a test for them to see how they can respond. I know it's been a bit late sometimes. Commitment to students is really important from that point of view to make the experience a unique experience. I would like then to thank all the representatives of the world of education in the audience, and I have a particular thank you for the academic mentors who have taken on their time also to support the teams, because this is outside the normal courses, so you need some effort in order to coach the teams. And I would like overall to thank all who participated in the success of Flyer Ideas. I cannot name them all. I see many of them in front of me, which have been over the time maturing the whole concept. So it's really a partnership, and we were really proud also to have UNESCO on board with that partnership, which is also helping us mature the whole story. So my final thank you will be for the jury. So once again, Jacob Astake, Assistant Vice President for International Affairs from the Morgan State University School of Engineering, Pascal Medal, Chief Engineer at the European Aviation Safety Agency, and Rovani Sigamone, Assistant Program Specialist at the UNESCO. I mean, it was a tough job, honestly. We spent the morning on it, and we were really, I would say, pleased by all the ideas. So I think the question was not so much about the selection, but about really reflecting already on the ideas and the next steps. So before inviting Rovani for the runner-up, I would like to highlight that for me there are 5 winners, because there are 5 great ideas, and if we never actually assessed each idea once against the other, because they're all different and they're all bringing value. It really boiled down afterwards to assessing the team against the criteria I mentioned just before. So I really would like to insist that, on the fact that we have really 5 winners today, and we're all proud to have been part of that experience. So Rovani, I think it's up to you now to announce the runner-up team. Will receive 15,000 euros from Airbus. Rovani, please.
So there is the envelope. Do you want your crutches?
No. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. So as Charles said, this has been a really, really tough decision for us. But we had to choose, the top 2. And for today, the runner-up team of the Airbus Fly Your Ideas 2017 is, drum roll, Team Aquarius from RMIT in Australia, with Anil, Kerry, Philip. Congratulations. Congratulations. You're welcome. Congratulations. Okay. Hold on 1 second.
So if you'd now
Um,
just like to take
Just
No,
a
you
few
can-
words
a few
about the
words.
team.
Yeah.
So just to let you know why we chose them. As I said, we looked at all the teams and what they did, but I think they had a really emotive presentation, which was great. They took an issue which was close to home and affected all of them, which we really liked. And in terms of the diverse team working together, the team spirit, it was evident in all the teams, but we liked that as well. So thank you very much and congratulations.
Maybe we put them there.
Can we just come over to the side down here? We're going to have some more photos in a minute, so if you just
Yeah.
come and stand here.
Bon, do I have an envelope?
You do.
After the Oscars, you have to be careful. And you see the color of the envelope. Huh? Right. So the winning team of Airbus Flyer Ideas 2017 is team DAELead from the University of Hong Kong. Darwin, Hayden, Leo, and Stuart, please come up. I'll give it to Owen. Thank you.
Congratulations. 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 Congratulations.
Thank you. So I think it was really a tough one. That's why I said there are 5 winners. What we really liked was, in fact, the fact that the idea was really pushed with the prototype, and many aspects were thought of, including certification, safety. We see that as a big opportunity to open space in the aircraft, and the fact that you're already talking about fire resistant means maybe you can use it also for laptops. So I mean, we see some potential in there, which could be coming to fruition rather quickly. We had that in previous experiences, where actually the ideas were moved forward, like Retrolay, who won an award in Hamburg a few weeks ago. So here we saw some big potential, and I think at the end it's the team, even though it was really difficult, but the way the overall team interacted and the way you did your whole work and your whole presentation, at the end we concluded that you were the winners. That's it. Thank you. So now we would like also the other teams to come on board, because we want to have a picture with everyone and also with each team, because I think you all did a great job. And honestly, we would really like to recognize the work you've done and to thank you. Great job. Yeah, George.
So would you like to...
Alors, who takes the first one?
Hi.
Finalist?
Good job. Good job.
George?
Next try.
Ta-ta. Okay, well, the second one. Second one. And the third one. You take it? Ah! Okay. Okay, a round of applause for everyone.
I think you can go in. Okay, yeah.
Ouais!
been. And so it just leaves us to say thank you very much for joining us today. Congratulations to all the teams. Online, we've had over 1.5 million people joining us this week, so it's been a fantastic experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Olivia.